I guess I looked at some maps and I didn't really know what else I wanted to do, so I figured before I spend any more money, it's like, well, you know, I'll just head back to Indiana for now. I'm looking at ticket prices so that maybe I can get a one-way to go over to the UK, and then maybe I'll wander over there, which would be kind of a huge risk for me. But you know, it's like at this point, yeah. Anyway, I haven't told anybody that I decided to start back to Indiana today. I hadn't actually planned to be back for another about week and a half. But especially because those ghost towns didn't end up being anything, I was pretty disappointed. And I was like, screw it. I've wasted enough time. So, yeah. Maybe I'll see the rest of the states that I think I've got 18 states that I haven't seen yet. So maybe I'll get on it. We should pass through, well, we're going to pick up US Highway 52 in about 50 miles here. And we'll head southeast through North Dakota, and then probably cross through the southern half of Minnesota. And then I imagine we'll either go through Wisconsin and then go south, or just go, like, cut directly through Illinois and then go to, and then go to Elkhart that way. I would really I don't really want to go through Chicago. But, you know, if I do stay on the road and I cross Minnesota in one day, then I wouldn't hit Chicago until actually about 12 hours from now. I wouldn't hit it until about midnight. And that shouldn't be that bad. I mean, you know, because it's not like I'm going to be in the downtown area. I'm just going to be on the highway. Oh, oops. It's 55 through here. There are some itty-bitty little towns. I mean, like, 2 buildings and then you're done. Like, oh, 55. Can't drive. 55. Ugh. I was really disappointed at those ghost towns. I was hoping to get some really cool stuff, but disappointed. I was at a Barnes & Noble looking for a book the other day, which I didn't find, by the way. Barnes & Noble. I have to go on Amazon. Anyway, and they had a song playing, and it was really cool, and I had to go to the help desk and be like, what is this? And apparently Lindsay Sterling has come out with a new CD, and she is a violinist. She's super awesome. And the first time I ever saw her was her Skyrim video on YouTube. So she's totally worth checking out. I'd go to the crack at it. So I'm listening to that CD right now. And I had to take off my right shoe because I have some kind of like rash or something on my ankle, like going right down to my heel, like just where it crosses over. Is that a snowmobile? No way, that's got to be a 4-wheeler. Okay. But it's like I had to put a piece of gauze on it and then put my sock on because I can't find my Band-Aids because I'm an idiot. You know, I can't find crap. So I had to take off my shoe to drive. It feels weird. And then all I could think of was Steve and Natasha sitting in that trunk, and she's like, so how does Captain America learn how to steal a car? And he's like, Nazi Germany. And we're not stealing, we're borrowing. Get your feet off the dash. And she just looks at him. And then she takes her feet off the dash. I kind of love that. Already passed about a dozen of them before I got the camera up. There's one more. Hello. Oh wait, is this more? here? Wow, they must all be going somewhere. Well, I mean, obviously they're going somewhere, but you know, like, you know, sometimes bikers run around as a, you know, a team. Oh, that one's got a crazy beard. There's like a, oh wait, no, well actually it looks like there's more up here. 1 second music, I want to see all the bikers. I wonder where they're going. I wonder if there's like a convention or something somewhere. Hi guys. I got some stragglers back here. Wow, there's more here. That one's got a Daryl one. And the boss named Joe. The red bandana. Oh, he's got a fancy one. Okay, let me just be a huge nerd here for a second. And I'm in North Dakota still, heading to Fargo, and I'm in a county called Barnes. Shut up! I'm trying to talk to the camera. I'm in Barnes County right now, and let me just say that within like 20 miles of each other, there are 3 towns in Barnes County, and one is Jamestown, one is Buchanan, and one is Rogers. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Shut up. Little baby rain clouds, rain bands. They are coming for you. For you. Wait a second. Rain band man. Rain band man. Ray band man. Ray band man. Master Catcher. Don't worry, Master Catcher. They're coming. They're gonna save you. So, Master Catcher. Moving. Oh my God, you're not going any faster than the guy going in the speed limit lane over there. Come on, man. I need you to move. I need you to move over. Even if I only go 5 miles an hour faster than you, I don't want to be stuck behind you. Why are you not moving yet? Hey, SUV guy, I need you to move. Hey, how about you move? Hey, guy, I need you to move over. Why aren't you moving? Look, there's Maple River. Go jump in Maple River. I need you to move your car. Oh my God, I hate you so much. It is 90 degrees out here. It's way too fucking hot out here. I hate this weather. I hate summertime. Just a little few days ago, it was snowing in Big Sky, Montana. Fuck this. Fuck this hard. Screw you, summertime. I hate you. I hate your face. I'm currently on I-94, heading towards Fargo. I'm actually about 12 miles outside of Fargo, North Dakota. I was stuck in Minot for a couple days because I got really sick. I just saw a billboard for a restaurant called Space Aliens Bar and Grill. At first I thought it was like some kind of like weird museum, but then I saw Bar and Grill. It was like Space Aliens Bar and Grill. What do they serve? That sounds amazing. I kind of wish I could stop by. Shut up. That guy's gonna start feeling bad about himself. I just tell him to shut up all the time. Where are we? Oh yeah, Fargo. So we're getting ready to cross into Minnesota here soon. I'm on 94. 94 will take me to Minneapolis, and then I can either stay on 94 and go through Chicago, or I can go south on 9039, which will take me to Beloit, Wisconsin, which I've been there before. A friend of mine used to live there. And I could probably crash there for the night somewhere, if I felt like it, or I could continue driving because my arrival time, if I just keep going straight on, is about 12 hours from now. I would be in Elkhart if I decide to just go through the whole thing tonight. It'll depend on how I feel later, especially depending on whether, I decide to go through Chicago, but if I do go through Chicago, it won't be for several more hours, and it'll hopefully be a little bit later. Because it's only about 2 hours from Chicago to Elkhart. It's not that bad. I guess I'm going to start speeding again. It's only 55. Okay, alright. I was like going 70, like, okay, alright, calm down. You're just too used to being on the big roads. Well, North Dakota was pretty cool. It's very flat. I got real sick of the oil rigs real quick. That got old fast. But, it's not bad around here. In September through November, I think, they have a big Scandinavian festival here, which is actually in Minot, because I saw a couple ads for it, and I was like, ooh, that looks cool, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it doesn't start till September. Well, fuck. So if you're in Minot or anywhere in the surrounding area, you should go to the... Damn it, I'm speeding again. You should go to the Scandinavian festival. That would be really awesome. I'd love to do that. Those guys are pretty rad. Also, I was thinking, like, if I did get a one-way... Shut up! If I did get a one-way ticket to the UK or something, I could buy, like, a bicycle while I was over there. And since everything is so close, I could just bike everywhere. That would be awesome, because it would be faster than walking, obviously. Merge left. Oh, I am in the left one. Okay, alright. Okay, alright, I gotta pay attention. I lied. As soon as I put the camera down, it was like, Minnesota welcomes you. I'm like, oh, hey, we're in Minnesota, by the way. We just crossed into Minnesota. Apparently this was kind of a regional thing. When I ran into the military, I guess I didn't run into the military. That's how I joined the military. I ran into him at a restaurant, and he clubbed me over the head and stuffed me in his trunk, and that's how I joined the military. No, when I was in the military, I ran... God damn it! Shut up! I'm trying to talk to the camera! Why do you always interrupt me? Jeez. Okay, alright, I'm sorry, Doc. You just shut up for a second. Where was I? He keeps throwing me off whenever he does that. I know he's making sure I'm awake, but it throws me off. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I ran into people in the military who'd never heard this before. When I was in like the 2nd or 3rd grade, I don't remember what year it was, but at that point we're learning about, America's 50 states and like all the capitals, and that was a thing, everybody learned the capitals, and you learn where all the states are, and you have to put them on a map and all that shit. But, there's a lot to remember. There's a lot of states in the U.S., and we can barely keep track of them, let alone anywhere else. But, there was a word convention that we used to remember all the middle states, basically. They're kind of the Midwest, but they're kind of in between the western United States and the Midwest. If you look at a map of the United States and you look at Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana, and you block out the states around it, you'll see that it forms like a little person. It looks like a dwarf or something, or like a David the Gnome. But we always used to call it Mimel for the first letter of each state in a line, and that was actually how we would remember, where, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana, because it's hard to remember all those states when you're a kid, and even now it's still hard to remember where they... the other day I was like, Nebraska's like south, and over here, and it was like, no, Katie, that's it's directly south of South Dakota, you idiot. Like, I was thinking it was the southeast, but whatever. At least I knew it was in the west somewhere. But anyway, we would use these little word conventions because, once you know one for sure, then you can build around it. So it's like, okay, I know that once you get into Minnesota, I know that what's right next door is Wisconsin, and then that's Lake Michigan, and then Michigan is across from it, and Michigan and Wisconsin are the high five states. Because if you meet anybody from Michigan, you'll be like, where are you from? And then they'll put up their hand in the shape of a mitten, and then they'll point at it and be like, oh yeah, I'm from this area. Which, Indiana, you can't really do that, because it's more like Michigan's forearm, and I feel like I'm cheating if I do that. And they're just like, shut the hell up. Like, you're not from a hand state. But anyway, so if you ever need help remembering where Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana are, just remember Mimel, and Mimel will help you. Fell back about the fair. I was looking at these electric poles up here, and when I was passing it first, I was like, why do they have little baby tires hanging from them? I had to actually look out the window and take a closer look to realize that they were actually rolls of cable. Like, oh duh, they must be putting up electrical wires. They're not tires, because the poles aren't going anywhere. Also listening to the Captain America soundtrack, like a boss. It's good driving music. Number 5, definitely, or well, I don't know what order. The frickin' Windows Media Player sometimes puts them in alphabetical order, but the track, The Winter Soldier, is the most amazing track. It's so awesome. And it's so different, actually, when you compare it to the rest of the soundtrack, because the rest of it is so, like, it's not bombastic like Thor, but, like, everything about the Captain America soundtrack is just, like, it's, like, inspiration music. Like, you know, it's all brass, and it's very, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just, like, you know, made to inspire. And then The Winter Soldier, that music is just so different from everything else. You know, I'm kind of curious. I mean, I'm driving through Minnesota now on I-94, and I just saw a field of cows, and they look like, you know, kind of the stereotype cows, you know, black and big white spots, and, you know, it's a cow. But for some reason, I never realized, when I was driving through California, Oregon, Washington State, Montana, and North Dakota, I would see fields of cows, and they were all one color. They were usually like a dark brown. I wonder why that is. Are they like different species of cows? And do those cows produce different milk? Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's just a coloring issue, like a horse. You know, I actually don't know. That's a good question. See, you're learning things today. If I can get on the internet and find out the answer, then maybe I'll put it in the description for those of you who are curious about cows. Moo! I had my arm hanging out the window for so long today. I stopped at a gas station and I went inside, and it's like my whole left arm is just so sunburned, which sucks because I have super sensitive, like, mega Irish white skin. Like, I burn really bad. So, like, whenever I turn the AC on, my fingers freaking hurt because the stupid loop is, and then now I'm like, no, don't scratch your arm because it's all sunburned. Oh well. We are about 50 some odd miles outside of Minneapolis. Fucking balls. Crap. The Twin Cities to St. Paul, because I have a selective stutter occasionally. And it is 1800. I don't know when we switch to Eastern Time. That may not be until we get into Indiana. I'm still trying to decide if I want to take 90 down south and cut through wherever, Wisconsin, and go through Beloit, because I have a friend who lived there. I mean, not anymore, but, you know, I know that town at least. Or 94 and go through Chicago. I think it'll depend, really, because, I mean, by the time I even get to that point, rush hour will be over. It still says on my GPS, ooh, guys, you need to frickin' figure out what frickin' lane you want to be in. There's another frickin' Canada plate. I feel bad, I can't count them anymore. Shit, now I can't remember what I was saying. It's like when he interrupts me. Oh, my arrival time is still like at 03:30 in the morning, so it shouldn't be that bad going through Chicago. Cemetery full of savings. Fairly well and stuff. I'm watching I'm not watching, but I'm listening to a Mystery Science Theater movie. It's called The Undead, where Mystery Science Theater is this cult classic show in the States, where, like, this guy and his two robots, like, are on this, like, hammy ship, and basically all they do is, like, watch horrible movies and then make fun of them the whole time. And it's a great show. It's just awesome. It's a big cult classic here. Like, not a lot of people know about it, but, like, my dad and, like, more that generation, huge fans. And so I used to watch it with him when I was a kid. Yeah, whatever I was saying. But yeah, anyway, I'm listening to that because it's a great show. I love that show. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I love Samson versus the Vampire Women. It's this Mexican wrestler who fights vampires. It is literally one of the most amazing things ever. It's so bad. But the MST3K guys make it so funny. They're also the same guys who do riff tracks, which now they make fun of modern movies. I don't remember why I started talking about that. But anyway, I may just go ahead and take 94, actually, because I think going through Chicago at probably about midnight won't be that bad. I'm actually only about 530 miles away from Elkhart, which I didn't realize. Well, I think I already said this. I didn't realize I was that close. Oh wow, I didn't realize the camera was pointed right at the sky. Sorry about that. Minnesota basically looks the same as parts of North Dakota. There are more trees here, though. Like Oregon, only different kinds of trees. St. Cloud and Rockville. Ooh, wow. That'd be cool to have a University of Rock. You rock. Yeah. Stop in the southern part of Minnesota. There's totally a guy walking around here who looks like Tobey Maguire from the Spider-Man movies. Okay, I should be around here. Minneapolis, St. Paul is obviously here. And I'm on 94. That should take me through the city. I'm not really looking forward to that. I wonder if maybe I could go around. Just getting to it's 1800, so rush hour is probably still in progress, but almost over, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how rush hour works in Minneapolis. Lake Elmo, Cottage Grove. Alright, well, this is all Wisconsin over here. I don't think we're... Wait a second, what's that? Is that the... No, it's not. It's just another... I was looking for maybe when we're going to switch time zones again, but I don't know. I didn't see it. Anyway, 94 will go Baldwin, north of River Falls, Hudson. Yeah, this crap that's all the way over here. And then it'll go down to Chicago. Although, given how far this is, I don't think I'll hit Chicago for probably at least 4 more hours. I can't imagine it's gonna be quick. I mean, it's 1800 now. I know I have a GPS, but I like having a map, too. It just makes things more solid. I mean, I'm not tired yet. I think I'm going to have to stop a lot more as the night goes on. I mean, I started driving at 11, somewhere around there. And so I've been on the road for about 6.5 hours. You know, 11:30, 6.5 hours.
Robots do not fight clean. You know that,
A convertible just passed by with Minnesota license plates, but the numbers on the license plate, I mean, it's a vanity plate. They had it customized, and all it says is Oregon in giant letters, obviously. It was just weird. It's like Minnesota plates, and it just says Oregon on it. It's like they're testing you or something. Alright, we are out of Minnesota. We've just crossed into Wisconsin. So we're jumping back on I-94 East in about a mile here. And then we'll be, going even more southeast. Now there it is. Wisconsin welcomes you. Oh my god, I need to get some real cheese curds and cheese fudge. Oh my god, cheese fudge, you guys. You don't even understand. So I'm driving through Wisconsin on I-94 right now. Wisconsin, if you've never been, actually, I've never been in this part of Wisconsin before, but it's quite hilly. That's why, a friend of mine that lived here used to say that that people in Wisconsin called people from Indiana flatlanders, because Indiana is basically, especially central to northern Indiana, is really flat until you get to the south. And then it becomes more like Kentucky, which is more cliffs and hills. But this is central-ish Wisconsin, central western Wisconsin. I don't know. I just looked at my map, but realized it's still in Minnesota, so I'm going to have to switch it over. But it's a lot of hills and woods and stuff, and then farmland. And then for those of you who don't know, Wisconsin is known for its cheese, much better than California, by the way. But it's real pretty up here. I mean, it's kind of like when you get into the real northern parts of Michigan. Northern Michigan, especially the UP, is just gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And then parts of Wisconsin are like that too. But it actually is a lot like Indiana out here. I mean, a lot of farmland. It has more hills, definitely. Forests, farmland, and the towns are all pretty far apart. But Wisconsin is more liberal, so they have more fun here. and it's a lot cooler out here. Cooler as in awesome, not necessarily colder until you get up north. And I think Milwaukee is right on the water, so they get more snow. But, yeah, if you've never been to Wisconsin, you should come. It's cool out here. It's pretty awesome. I mean, you know, it's not like they have anything like Vegas or anything out here. It's definitely more for your hiking, camping crowd. I know they have like the Wisconsin Dells. I don't even know what that is, but it's some touristy thing, so I've never been. What's that? Oh, Pennsylvania. Like, Pennsylvania. You know, I just noticed is that Wisconsin has some highways and stuff that are letters, like, you know, Highway Q and stuff like that. And it's not every state out here does that, but it's like, I think Montana did that too, and then you skip a state and Wisconsin does that. Shut up! I wish I should do that when I'm on the phone. Camera. I guess it's not my phone. My phone's over there. But I wonder why certain states do that and other states don't. I mean, I'm glad Indiana doesn't, because it seems like it would be confusing, but it's not really any different from using numbers, just letters. And from far away, Q looks like 0. I don't think there has ever been a Highway 0. I've never seen one anyway. It just seems like a weird thing. Like, why letters? Why one letter? Why? Maybe you could do double letters, but then people would be trying to spell it out all the time, and then people would be really confused. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could see over this tree line, because the farmland spreads way out. You may have noticed a theme with the more, states that are west of the Mississippi. Definitely more farms and more ranches. And Wisconsin actually is kind of, like Montana was like almost all ranches. Indiana, on the other hand, would be like almost all farmland, and Wisconsin is kind of a mix of both, because they do, you know, they have the dairy thing going on, which they're famous for. Also, if you've never had cheese fudge, come to Wisconsin and try some. I know it sounds gross, but it's delicious. I had it once in Michigan, in Frankenmuth, and it just didn't taste as good. But in Wisconsin, amazing. And it sounds like it was going to be really gross, but it's not. I was so surprised. It was delicious, so you should try it, definitely. I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, Wisconsin's pretty, and it's got farms and ranches. There's a town coming up. It's called Menominee. And then I was like, Menominee, doo-doo-be-doo-boo. Menominee, doo-doo-doo-doo. Menominee, doo-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You know you're in Wisconsin. I've seen probably 4 billboards for porn shops in the last few miles, and one for a chainsaw log carving championship, which I think would be interesting to see. Some of them guys are pretty freaking good at that. Alright, I'm just outside of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I just saw a semi for Alabama. That was another one that I was afraid I wasn't going to get, because, you know, Alabama. Well, I stopped at a gas station to get something to eat, and I grabbed a sandwich, and then as soon as I got on the road, like, you know, I mean, I ate it, of course, and then I started feeling sick almost immediately. So I had to pull off at the first rest area I came to, and just went and puked it all up. Woohoo! All right. And I saw, what state was it? Louisiana. I'm sure. Yeah, it was Louisiana. I saw Louisiana, so I can add that one to the list. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I felt so rotten the last few days. And something I don't miss about the Midwest, these freaking bugs, man. I miss that, or I do not. I do not miss that at all. But hey, we're well over halfway. I think I can make it to morning. And I guess I don't feel faint anymore because I did eat something, even if, you know, half hour later I had to puke it all out. Hey, I hear you. Okay, alright, so I'm hoping to maybe pull over and look at the stars. It was kind of a disappointment when I was in Idaho. It's like it was cloudy every day, and I didn't get to poke my head out and see if there were any aurora going on. But I think that'll be a good for, like, if I ever get to go to Iceland or something, which I know a friend of mine, Veggie, well, her name's Vida, but I call her Veggie. Actually, I don't remember why I call her that. I just always have. Ever since I met her, actually. I'm gonna go. Okay, alright. I'm gonna drive. My brain is stupid. I just want to get past Chicago. Once I get past Chicago, I think I'll relax. And I know it's, I don't know, however many miles it is to 3090, and then it'll be 3090 towards Chicago. So let's boogie. Wow. I'm on I-94. There must be, I mean, in the other lane, there must be 6 ambulances. The traffic's backed up all the way about a mile. It looks like somebody on a motorcycle got creamed by somebody with a car, and it looks pretty bad. They're swarming with medics, and there was one person laying. It looked pretty bad. I hope they end up okay. But it was just like I came around the corner, and it's just like just a wall of blue and red flashing lights. Poor guys. Damn, they got hit hard. Alright, we just passed into Illinois. It looks like it's actually going to take me down I-39 south, so I think we might actually be going around Chicago rather than through it. So hey, that's fine with me, whatever. Illinois is kind of a, you know, like if Ohio, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Wisconsin were all siblings, Illinois would be like, you know, let's see, the one who brings like ranch dip and cucumbers to all the family get-togethers. Michigan, like, Michigan brings, Wisconsin brings beer, Michigan brings meat, Ohio brings candy, and Indiana just brings like cigarettes and sugar pills and just drinks the whole time. Because they're all kind of crackhead states in a way. But Illinois is kind of the more uptight one. I shouldn't say that. Definitely not all people from Illinois. But, I mean, there is a joke. If you live in Indiana or in Wisconsin, people from Illinois are called FIPS, F-I-P-S. And it stands for fucking Illinois people. Because sometimes you run into people from Illinois who are like, oh my god, our state has Chicago, we are the best thing ever, and you just want to fucking hit them. Oh, looks like I got a toll booth to go through. Woo! I'm on I-90 going east. Man, looking at all of this construction that's like set up because they work during the day, I mean, I am so glad that I'm here at night. Because during the day, this would be a fucking madhouse. This would be so awful during the day. So I'm glad I'm here at night. Like, there's still a few people running around right now because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But, wow. This would be horrible, like, in the middle of the day. So hopefully this will be, you know, this will be just a quick ride through. I mean, Chicago's still about 60 miles out. But, yeah. if I end up taking I-90. Well, no, actually, I don't even think 90 goes to Chicago. I have to check the map, because I know I-94 does, but I know 39 and 90 pair up, and they go south together, and then they split. And then 90 picks up, well, I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the map, and I don't have it right now. So. Man, before I left in Monterey, I was like, okay, alright, I got a bunch of change to take with me, that way I can pay tolls when I need to. I have not had to pay tolls anywhere except here in Chicago. And it's been consistently every 15 miles. It pops up another toll booth, and I'm like, damn it! But I mean, you know, it's not like it's that much. I mean, you know, but it's still like, man, I'm just hitting them really consistent. I believe actually this is taking me around Chicago, because 94 goes straight through the city, but this one I believe is taking me around, because like it never really stops being city-like around here. And the next, I imagine, is probably another toll booth in 8 miles, and just continuing on I-90 East, and it should take me right by Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Which hopefully, since it's 1:22 in the morning, it won't be that bad. I mean, again, holy crap, I'm glad I did this at night. If I had been here during the day, oh my god, ooh man, I thought my panic attack in Seattle was bad. Like, in this place, I probably would have been like, never mind, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't know why I panic so much. Ugh. Also, I've been seeing these signs on the side of the road that says the speed limit is enforced by aircraft. What the hell does that even mean? Like, what, if you go like a certain amount over, you're gonna get fucking firebombed from above? Alright, well, yes, we have somebody going 80 and 55. Are we cleared to use the nukes? Yep, you can nuke them. Alright, cool. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this place. We just passed, I wish I had my camera up. We just passed, or I just passed, this place called Medieval Times. And basically, like, the restaurant is like, themed like a medieval castle, so it's like this big castle, it's got, like, lights and shit on it. But basically, they do this entire, like, jousting and fighting show, basically, for the audience. Like, you know, I mean, from what I understand, I've never been in one, but from what I understand, like, you know, serving wenches will come by and give you crazy food and stuff, and then it's set up in a big arena, so then, you know, it has stadium seating, and then in the middle, it's this big open dirt battleground, well, not battleground, but, you know, it's a field, and, you know, then they have jousting matches, and the knights, you know, they fight and stuff, and apparently it's super cool, but I've never been to one, because it's probably pretty expensive, I actually don't know. But I totally forgot about that place. I think there's 2 of them in Chicago, but I'm not exactly sure. I know for sure there's one, but... Okay. I was thinking there was another one somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where that one was. That might be on either the other side of Chicago or, like, outside of the city. Man. That's so weird. I don't know why that just... I hadn't thought of that place in so long. Yeah, I've always heard it was super cool. I thought I saw New Jersey also earlier, but I'm not sure because they passed and it's only me in the car, so I can't check. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, we are bumming around the edge of Chicago. Another fucking tollway. Fricka frick. Yeah, shut up. Here's some Chicago. You can't see a whole lot. I have no idea where I'm going. What are all these freaking people doing up at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning? I mean, look at all these people. What are they all doing up? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Shouldn't they go home or something? Well, I guess it is. I mean, I know it's Chicago. It would be like going to New York. It'd be like, damn, it's not quiet here at all. It's like, geez, y'all need to go home. Go home. What are y'all doing up? Oh, I think I'm almost out of the city, though. About 4 more miles, I'm going to hit I-94 and I-90 pair up, and they head into Indiana from there, so I think I'm close to getting away from the city. Which, actually, it hasn't been bad, so I'm kind of hoping that this is it. And if it is, then I'll count this as a win, because I didn't die, and I didn't get stressed out. I'm doing okay. Alright, this is it? We're going the correct way? We're going? Holy shit, that was complicated. I mean, actually, it was set up a lot better than frickin' Seattle. Seattle was just a frickin' clusterfuck. Seattle needs to be about twice the size that it is, with like the same amount of buildings and stuff. It just needs to be twice the size so it can spread out a little bit. So Chicago is at least set up better than frickin' Seattle is. But I think I'm good. I-90-94 is like split up into like 18 different things. It's like, jump over here. No. You want to be on the Skyway. No. Dude, get over here. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. I'm just let me follow the directions. And don't fuck with me. And Dr. Nightmare's like, I forgot your back. It's all the party. And I'm like, okay, man, I trust you. I trust you, bro. So it's going to be 10 miles now on I-90 East. And then, I don't know if we're going to pick something else up. Probably, I imagine we'll jump back on 99. Oh, wait, no. Or is it 80-90? You know? It's been 3 years since I've been in Indiana, and I'm not sure. I know that there's one tollway in particular that, it goes right to, whichever frickin' side of Elkhart that was, I don't remember. I think it was 80-90 though that actually did that, but I don't remember. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm just kind of idly talking to talk. I still don't know when I'm going to change time zones. I'm pretty sure anyway that, well, because Indiana is really weird, and Indiana and Arizona were actually like the only two states as of like, I don't know, 10 years ago or however long ago it was, that didn't change times at all. Like every place else does except us. And then a few years ago, whatever his name was, Mitch Daniels or whatever, he was the governor of Indiana, was like, let's join up with everybody else who switches times around. And we were like, no, we don't want to, but they did it anyway. So now, but there were parts of Indiana who were like, no, we're totally staying with ours, fuck you, man. And then other parts of Indiana who joined up with Eastern time, other parts that went to Central time, and then some parts that didn't change at all, so they still don't change their clocks. Like, it's just like, big mess. We hated it. And now Arizona is all by their lonesome. I think that northern Indiana, though, is Eastern. It's Eastern time. It is Eastern time, I think. I don't know. I've been in Pacific time for too long. I don't know. I've switched times so many times in the last week. Once I got out of the West, because the big fucking states out there, man, it's just like, man, every day I was changing my clock, and now I'm lost. But hey, anyway, where this is going is that I'm going to go forward an hour, so I should only be about an hour and a half out. That's where I was going with that long, stupid explanation. Thank goodness for GPSs, because if I had to try and navigate this with a paper map, holy shit, I would be fucked. Hey, wait a second, it kind of looks like Monterey out here. I've never been through Chicago, actually, at this time of the morning. I mean, it's fog because of Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan's fucking huge. And this happens, I would assume. Holy crap, man. You can't see, 10 feet in front of the car and everything just disappears. Oh, are we crossing a bridge? Oh, shit, we are! I didn't even realize we were crossing a bridge. Oh my god, this is fucking creepy. It's really claustrophobic when it's foggy. Holy shit. Oh my god, sorry. I'm glad I was recording. That kind of freaked me out. I can't even see, which direction the bridge is going in. I can just see that, well, okay, there's railings, so don't hit them. And follow the lines of paint, because I can't see what direction the bridge is turning into. Holy crap baskets. I didn't even realize we were over Lake Michigan. I didn't realize there was a bridge in front of us. It's just so freaking foggy. The people behind me have got to be like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? I know, I'm sorry. Look, at least I've got California plates, so they're like, oh, she's totally lost. I'm like, yeah, I've never been here before. I have no idea. Casino? Oh, I don't care about casinos. That must have been the end of the Skyway. I just had to stop and pay another toll. I know this jumps onto the Indiana tollway, I guess, or something, or whatever. Yeah. We're gonna jump onto 80-90. Right? Yeah. I'm like, right? I'm looking at my map going, yeah. I like visiting Chicago, but I would never want to live here, ever. It's just too big, and I hate big cities. I just can't stand them. They're just too fucking loud.